Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Trouble, and today I'm going to be doing an overview of the character King from the One Punch Man manga series. This overview only covers the manga and not the webcomic or the anime or just any other media, just the manga. And just keep in mind that this is also an overview of the character as we go into this. Yeah. Anyway, so with that, let's just jump right on in. So, King's story, as we know, started 3 years ago. 3 years ago, when he was out, he got attacked by a random monster known as Octopus Clawman. That was when King got met Saitama for the first time, which is when Saitama was in the middle of his training. We don't know how long or how far into the training it was, but he did eventually meet Saitama. This event in King's life would spark a reoccurring event in his life where King would be out doing something, a random monster would attack, and typically, most of the time, Saitama would show up and defeat the monster, and King himself would inadvertently get credit for defeating said monster, and this would continue for up until this day. Actually, it would continue. Actually, I'm pretty sure in the manga right now, it's actually believed that King is the one who defeated Orochi, the Monster King. It's never said, but I'm pretty sure that's what most people believe, that he was the one who defeated Orochi, because there was that scene with Psychos and where Psychos' eyeball, or Garo's eyeball, was chasing King, and then Saitama came up behind it and destroyed it. So, and Tatsumaki heard Goro said King and believed that King defeated it. Wait, actually, that may or may not have been in the retcon, actually. In the pre-retcon. So yeah, so that has been King's life for a long time, for the past 3 years. There would be times throughout that where he would try to tell everyone, hey, I didn't do it, and he would, but no one would listen to him. He couldn't get through to them, and he did want to, but then the money started rolling in. All the money started coming in from it, and he decided to put it off for it. He decides to put it off for another time. And all of this, but anyway, throughout all of this would eventually accumulate to him earning the title of the strongest man in the world. Because remember, they know him through Saitama's feats, right? So over the course of this, he would eventually gain the title of the strongest man in the world. But and that would bring us up to modern day. And in the modern times, the first time we would see King is at the gathering of the first S-class hero. That's S-class heroes when Boros attacked after we got Lady Shibikawa's prophecy. That was when we first got introduced to King. And Boros would attack, and everybody would want King to destroy it, and destroy Boros' ship, and King talked his way out of it, saying that it was too high in the sky, so he couldn't do anything about it, and just left. But all this would keep up with him, where he would once again, after a run into Saitama, or he would actually meet Saitama proper sometime after Boros. We don't really know how long. It probably was just like a couple days afterwards, or maybe a week or two. But anyway, he would eventually run into Saitama, and Saitama would eventually find out that no, in fact, he is not the strongest man in the world. King explained everything that has been happening to him for the past 3 years. And King explained, and Saitama called him out on it, but Saitama he's kind of wrapped up in King's unusual charisma, and decides that he was gonna come over to play video games after he called him out on being a fake hero. and he gained Saitama as a friend. Actually, to be frank, he is Saitama's only friend in the manga, probably Saitama's best friend in the manga. And so throughout that, the two would continue their friendship. They would often meet up, and Saitama would even, spill out his worries to King, and from time to time, uh, spill out his worries to King, and the two continued their friendship from that point on. And this leads us to the Monster Association, where King did take part in the raid on the Monster Association, and in that, he didn't really do much. He sort of, because everyone left him alone, because remember, everyone thinks he's really strong, so they all left him on his own, and he just kind of wandered around the Monster Association base, where he would eventually run into the kid. Oh shit, I forgot his name. Damn it. Garo's little friend. Toriko. Toriko, right? Oh shit. Damn it, I forgot his name. My bad. I'll put it up on screen. Anyway, he ran into that and he managed to save the kid, getting the kid out, giving Tatsumaki the ability or the opening she needed to rip the entire Monster Association base out of the ground. So he took the kid to safety, and then after that, he would be dragged back. He got dragged back to the battlefield by Metal Bat, and he would face off. Not only would he face off against what has to be the most powerful coalition of monsters in history, like Black S, Evil Natural Water, Homeless Emperor. He faced off against all of them, and he defeated them. So he would eventually get like everyone, he would get incapacitated by Cosmic Fear Garo until Saitama defeated him, and that was his role really in the Monster Association. After that, he would come over. He decided that he wanted to, after the Monster Association, he decided he wanted to get stronger. And so he went around to all these dojos, trying to begging, doing everything in his power to try and convince these individuals to help him become stronger, confess him. But nobody believed him. Nobody believes him because, he's going around, he's pleading to these individuals. He's begging them, hey, everything that you know about me is a lie. Please train me. I want to get stronger. And nobody believes him. Everybody thinks it's some kind of a trick or there's something at play. There's something at play. And King goes back to Saitama's new apartment, and when he goes back, he spills this bean to Saitama, and he's like, hey, I feel hopeless. And Saitama's just like, hey, dude, just lift some weights, man. What do you mean? Like, King's having this mental breakdown. But that's King. We haven't seen any of him. The last we saw of him was he was there for a very big, and I mean a massive reveal in the One Punch Man manga series, which is that Tatsumaki does in fact wear panties, and of course King would be there. Of course King would be there to see that. But that's the last we saw of King. We haven't really seen much of him, and that's the overview of King from One Punch Man. He's the strongest character in the strongest character in the entire verse. He holds the rank of S class, rank 5. S class. He used to be rank 7, if I'm not mistaken. But currently in the manga, it's rank 5. That's King, the strongest man in the world from the One Punch Man manga series. Thank you guys for watching, and bye bye.